Whenever you are.
So, hi guys, good morning. So, these are 3 things that we all discourage in our self-acceptance. So, obesity, beauty, and pride for those who are not comfortable when they're out yet, I guess. So, self-acceptance. A wise man once said, by the name of Harvey Firestein, never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. So, for depression, the depression obesity cycle, the depression obesity cycle is further strengthened through comfort, eating, sleeping problems, and loss of self-esteem. Body image dissatisfaction is a particularly serious problem among women. Obesity increases the risk of depression. Depression has been also found to trigger obesity, and a connection between childhood obesity and depression often forms at a young age and continues into adulthood. So, girls at a young age, you're given a Barbie, so you aspire to be like them. And when you get older, if some girls are discouraged with the way they look, but I think that they're wrong. You should accept yourself for who you are and be humble and be grateful that you're sane and alive. And I don't think it's worth having to create yourself into someone you are aspiring to be, because it's not worth it in the end. So, for example, Kylie Jenner, she has money, but this is her younger, and then this is her now. She is an icon, and she is in teen magazines, and people, young girls, aspire to be like her. They don't have to like her necessarily, but she's an icon. So for pride, I grew up in Anaheim, not really. It's a nice place, but I wasn't comfortable growing up there because I wasn't open to who I am today. But the people I met were very supportive, and I enjoyed being myself and growing up. And I got the chance to go to the San Francisco Pride last summer, and I enjoyed opening myself up to a lot of opportunities and met a lot of cool people, and I am happy with who I am today. Thank you.
All right, Eduardo, the three things that you kind of put together, if I struggle, I can figure out a way that they all fit together as a speech. I shouldn't have to be struggling to do that. You should be clarifying that at the beginning. And I can see a way that they tie into each other, but you should be making it a lot clearer what it is you're talking about. I do think that the quote that you use in your opening helps a little bit because it is about self-identity and the kinds of things that influence people's self-identity and some of the things that either destroy or hurt people's way of seeing themselves or some ways that they could maybe repair their self-identity. And you need to say that. You need to make that clearer. As it is, it felt like it was. I got random things to talk about. I'm going to be talking about Barbie. I'm going to be talking about being obese, and I'm going to be talking about pride. And I'm going, how do these things connect to each other? What's going on here? Like I said, if I work at it, I can figure out how they all get together. But you should be the one who's working at that. And I think you've got an idea here, but it hasn't kind of coalesced around those points. I think the material needs to be developed a lot more. You kind of make all kinds of assumptions about how people feel, how they're influenced by the things around them. The stuff about Barbie, the stuff about Kylie Jenner, that's all kind of asserted. I'm not saying that it's not true, but we don't get any examples. I don't have any statistics. There's no piece of testimony to support this. It's largely just, well, this is something that I'm kind of thinking of. And I'm going, well, okay, well, if you think of it, that's okay, but can you tell me why you think of it? Why this seems to be something that's important? I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to get from the Kylie Jenner thing. She's an icon, and this is what she looked like once, and this is what she looks like now, and I'm going, and so? Why is that important? Because kids are modeling themselves after her, and that's a bad thing, or because kids are modeling themselves after her, and good, they're taking control of their identity and turning themselves into something that they want to be? I don't know which kind of direction you're going in there. All right, now on the delivery factors, I can kind of see you're moving around a little bit, trying to kind of stay engaged and be active during the presentation. But because you're moving so often, and because each section seems like it's relatively brief, it probably comes across as more uncontrolled than you want it to be. And you have a tendency to stand sideways when you are doing that because you want to look at the screen. You end up having to read the screen at one spot, and then in the later spot you practically deliver everything that you're saying to the screen instead of to the audience, and you want to be speaking to us. You're one of those quiet people, you've got, I don't want to say shy or anything, but you seem like you're reserved. You're not one of those people that needs to be, you need to come a little bit more, you need to project a little bit more, force your personality up a little bit. What you did wasn't bad, it just seems like kind of subdued. It's like, oh, I'm just going through this. And I listen to people sometimes and I say, you need a cup of coffee. You need to have just a little bit more energy going on, something that kind of gives you a boost, because it's not that there's anything bad, it's just that it's kind of mundane. And I think when you're speaking, you want to be a little bit more on. You want to be the best version of yourself that you can be, and I think that you're struggling to get there, and part of it is your voice because you're so quiet. I didn't notice any obvious problems with your articulation. Pacing, sometimes it feels a little bit like you're rushing. And the speech is not that long, so rushing doesn't help you at all. And if you have more ideas to talk about, I think that would help you pace the material a little bit more as well. All right. Thank you.